Welcome to my practice test on land use controls. Let's test your knowledge and see how well you know these before your exam. 9 quick questions here, plus test tips and test hints along the way. Well, here we go with 9 typical exam questions. I'll have answers and test tips for you at the end of the quiz. And you can pause the video if you need more time to answer any one of the questions. As always, I encourage you to take notes, write things down. You're more likely to remember them. Here's question number 1. And here comes question number 2. Question 3 on deck. And question number 4. Question 5 coming up. And here's number 6. Number 7 is close. Number 8. And your last question, number 9. Okay, let's review your answers. Let's see how you did on this quiz. Plus, I'm going to include some test tips and test-taking hints along the way. Keeping in mind, my goal is always to help you pass your exams. Answer to 1 is, of course, eminent domain, letter A. Good to know your government controls on land and what is included in each one of them. Number 2, the correct answer is B, police power. Police power includes zoning laws, building permits, master plans. Once again, know your government controls and what's included in each one of them. Answer to number 3, letter C, control growth. That's a great phrase to remember because it shows up on most every exam. What is the main goal or purpose of a master plan? To control growth. Answer to number 4 is D. Both A and B are true. Farmer had the zoning changed around him. His land went from agricultural to residential. So letter A is true. He is grandfathered in. He can continue to farm. But that has created, letter B, a non-conforming use. Good term to remember for the exam, a non-conforming use. Variance in this situation would not apply. So both A and B are true. The answer to number 5 is C. Make sure all the building codes are followed. Here's a sequence I want you to remember for your exam. You should write this down. Builders are required to get a building permit to make sure they follow all of the building codes. When the building is complete, the builder will receive a certificate of occupancy. That will show that all of the building codes were followed. Building permit, building codes, certificate of occupancy. Answer to 6 is D. All of these statements are true about eminent domain. Certainly the landowner must be compensated. The process of executing eminent domain is condemnation. Remember that. Eminent domain is the right, condemnation is the process. And the land can only be taken for a higher and better use by the city. So all of those are true. Number 7 is C. Property taxes are set at a local level. I put this question in for a reason. Anytime in your material it's called out at which of these 3 levels laws are passed, make note of it because it'll show up this way on the test. There's only going to be national, state, or local. There won't be any questions about anything set at a galactic level, fortunately. Answer to 8 is B, private controls. Please make that word association, make those notes. Deed restrictions are private controls. We've been talking about government controls. Make sure you know the distinction for your exam. Answer to our last question is B. CC&Rs are government controls. Remember, you need to know what CC&Rs are, conditions, covenants, and restrictions. So the only statement that is not true about them is they are government controls. They are not government controls. CC&Rs are what kind of controls? Private controls. Certainly private controls are used by HOAs. They're used to maintain values, and they're usually used by land developers because they're private controls. Big distinction. Well, I hope you found that helpful. Hope you did well. You can also check out my other 9 question videos on each of the other 10 national exam topics. My goal has always been to help you pass your exams, so if you like the video, please click like at the bottom. Otherwise, feel free to share, subscribe, or comment on my videos. Good luck in your career and on your exams.